Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about safety and etiquette when performing folk dance. Now, in my previous video, we talked about the roles of participants. So, if you have not watched the video, in the description, we have a link talking about the roles of participants in a folk dance. Now, let's move on to the safety and etiquette when performing folk dance. The first etiquette is singing with a controlled voice. Control the voice as you sing, and also avoid shouting, as shouting may damage your vocal cords. So sing with a controlled voice and also avoid shouting so as to protect our voices. The second safety and etiquette measure is keep distance when performing folk dances to avoid hitting one another as you perform the folk dances. The third safety and etiquette measure is avoid applying too much force when performing the body movements, as when you apply too much force when you're performing the body movement, you might harm yourself or cause injuries to the other performers and to yourself. The fourth safety and etiquette measure is placing heavy and large instruments on the ground. When using the large and heavy instruments, handle the instruments with care. Make sure you care for your instruments. These heavy instruments must be kept away from the performers, as this might distract the body movements and subsequently lead to poor performance of the folk dance. The fifth safety and etiquette measure is ensure that each gender takes gender appropriate roles. Those roles that are supposed to be taken by girls should be done by girls. Those roles that are supposed to be done by boys and men should be done by boys and men. We should not mix the roles. Ensure that we take gender appropriate roles when performing a folk dance. The sixth safety and etiquette measure when performing folk dance is the folk dances should be decent and culturally acceptable. So as we dance, keep in mind the culture of the community in which the folk dance is originating from, so that when we are performing a folk dance, we are able to follow the guidelines that are in each community. The dressing also should be decent. As you perform, make sure the clothings are decent and covering all those body parts that are not supposed to be seen by the audience. The seventh safety and etiquette measure while performing folk dance is the clothes worn should be well-fitting to avoid discomfort and falling off. Imagine you are in a stage and your costumes are falling off. The eighth safety and etiquette measure while performing folk dances is avoid talking to each other, avoid talking to other performers, avoid talking to your participants, as talking distracts the performers. It also distracts the whole performance. So avoid talking so as to avoid distractions. The ninth safety and etiquette measure is check on your reactions. When your fellow performer does a mistake, check on your reaction. How you react when your fellow participant does a mistake is very much vital to the whole performance. So avoid booing, staring at your fellow participants, avoid mocking. Don't mock your fellow participant, don't stare when he or she does a mistake, as when we do this, then it is negatively going to affect the whole performance of the folk dance. 10th safety and etiquette measure is always accept and acknowledge the applause from the audience. So when you perform your folk dance very well and the audience applauds your performance, then appreciate them, bow as a sign of respect so that they feel that you have appreciated what they have done to you. So continue subscribing to my channel, turn on that notification bell for any notification from my YouTube channel. Bye.